You have one life, so you don't have to like just be in a relationship because, oh, you don't want to disappoint family or you don't want to disappoint friends or the community. What will people say? Oh, yo, no.
Hello, my lovely people. Welcome to episode 3. Today, I'd like to tell you about my first wife. And I remember my first wife, she used to work for Dolltown Shoes, and I used to phone her. Right, and the time I wasn't good on the phone, telecom phone. So one day I picked up the phone and I found her and I asked who's calling. Means I was calling her. The brains that time didn't graph like her, but I used to smack her. I just smack with my heart, you know what I mean? And I remember one Friday, I was waiting by the posy, waiting for her to come. On a Friday, they hire video machine, they hire VHS cassette, tapes, movies and stuff. I used to park for that. 3 hours later, I get a message that she's in ICU. She fell off the moving vehicle. And my heart was sore because I used to love her a lot. And then on that day, her sister-in-law's family from Verulam was coming on Higginson's highway with all the kids. They had a lot of small children in the car. And the car went in Unit 3. Down the bank, it went down the bank and it capsized over. And they all finished off in RK Khans as well. So we had drama there, and that was a big drama. But I never worried too much about the drama. I was worried about, about my first wife. That time I wasn't married, Only the next day I got to see her. I'll tell you, she had plaster all over her face and she was injured so badly. But life goes on. She was well, she came out. We got together, we had a lot of fun, we did a lot of things together, and then I got married. 9 months later, the first Lighty was born. After 5 years later, another Lighty was born. After 5 years, my daughter was born, but leave that story, I did tell you all about that, right? So, I know, my Fro was like an introvert. She never used to worry about me, wherever I go, whatever I do. We used to gate crash jaws at that time, when we see tent, music, I'm there. I can't take her because she don't like to buy there. She feels shame, She said, what we're going there, we don't know the people, right? I used to buy. And the people used to know me and they welcome me. I used to have like a time. I was like an extrovert, So we used to go to church on Sundays, and I used to drive past Rajput Hall. When I see wedding, we in the jawl. My children, from myself, we in the jawl. We used to buy and get crash and eat what laka chows. Yeah. I worked. We worked hard. We both worked. We traveled by train, bus. Then we bought, we had cars as well too. Cars used to be faulty at the time because we were buying cheap cars, Things used to be buggered up on the cars. So that's why we used to travel in these things, And I used to, when I left work in Durban, I used to work for a brew. He was a general, he's a lacko, he's a top one. That time, 17 years. I was like the CEO for the company. I thought, I'll get on lacka. But as time went, things never work out. So I moved on. My friend never used to trouble me. I used to go to my shop, open my shop, close my shop during the day. When I feel for something nice, like a pie or something, I used to buy get it. Quietly, Don't tell everybody about it. So if I pose it like nothing happened, But that was back in the days. No more now. Life changes. So that's how it is, Life changes, God changes life, and prayer prayer is too good. But just pray about your lives. Everything will work out.
Relationships today, hey? So, here's the thing. Is it wrong? Do you feel it's wrong to have more than one relationship? Do you feel that, if you are in an unhappy relationship, you should put up with it just because of people and the community? No, darling. It doesn't work that way. I don't worry about people. What people think about me, what they say about me, I don't worry about it because I do everything for myself. And that's how I lived. I worked, I earned, I drove the best cars, I've traveled, I've had the best jobs. I've had very good relationships, very bad relationships, but it didn't stop me. Once the heart was broken, I moved on, But you also, at a young age, any guy you meet, I'm sure you can relate to this. You feel like, oh my God, this is the one. He's a keeper. Then you'll take the first couple letters of his name and then your first couple of letters of your name. You mix it together. You'll even make imaginary children. Oh, our children is going to be called this. And if it's a girl, we'll do this. If it's a boy, we'll do that. All child's play, eh? And especially some couples, like I know I experienced this as well, like where you pretend, hey, this is my husband. But no, not really, It's like, it's all those childish things, but it's relationships, and they all teach you a lesson. And after, Amit, I met a Muslim guy who looked just like Amir Khan. He was Amir Khan in the making. Green eyes, tall, very handsome. I don't know. I guess I was blessed with having good-looking people in my life. But he was a good guy, and so was his parents. They were lovely people. His family, I still meet up with them. And they're such lovely people, And it's just that our relationship, between us, it just didn't work. Once again, family interference. But when it comes to that, and when you're not happy in a relationship, just move on. You don't have to, you have one life, so you don't have to just be in a relationship because, you don't want to disappoint family, or you don't want to disappoint friends or the community. What will people say? No, it's your life. You have the right to be happy. And that's exactly what I did. It was my life. So if a relationship didn't work out, hasta la vista. I will move until I find happiness. But bear in mind, I also had that void, when I lost my dad, it was a void. It was a void in my life, and I missed that, with every relationship though, everything is built on a spiritual side. When you get married either in a church or temple, mosque, wherever it is, but there's always like a high priest or a pandit or a mulana, whatever it might be, they're always there because that's what marriage is about. It's about building it with a spiritual background. So I embraced Islam, and it was amazing. It was a very pure and pure religion. It was so clean. Everything you do was clean and pure. And Islam has taught me a lot. I've learned a lot. It's the people along the way that actually give the religion, make people think differently about it. But let me tell you, it's a beautiful religion. So is Hinduism. I was born a Hindu. I used to fast on Monday, the Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Hey, if you had Gara to Saturday, and that to dry fast, and then you must go to the temple and walk around and do all of these things. But I'm so glad that I never discriminated any religion. My mom taught me that. My sister's Muslim, the one from Dubai, the one in Durban is Hindu. My brother's going to marry a Tamil. I am a Christian. So we're a very diverse family. And for me, that is something that is so precious. because not very many people can accept different religions. But I was glad that I did that, and I'm glad that I could share it with you. It doesn't matter whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian, whether you're a Hindu, a Tamil. No, what matters is what's in here. And if in here is pure and clean, then you've won your battle. So, spirituality was something that I am so grateful that I had. It protected me along the way and in my life's journey. And even in my relationships, maybe it didn't work, but that was God's plan. You know, God has a plan for everything. Sometimes you think, my God, why didn't this relationship work? And you cry for weeks and whatever. It's just because he's not the one, you know, and she's not the one. And then God sends somebody and he puts it right, just like he sent my angel to me. I'm so grateful for that.
Yes, my darling.
You know, like how when we pray and we speak, and I know like it's said even like in the books,
Yeah.
that we are three, meaning body, soul, and spirit. So like when we die, our body goes to ashes. Our soul goes to either heaven or hell, wherever, and then our spirit is around, you know. Like they say, your spirit is guiding you, your spirit is with you. So I want to know something from you. Why do you always tell me, I love your spirit in me?
You know, spirit, like, you know, individual, each person have their own spirit in them, you see. And but your spirit, you have a very special and a loving and a very close bond spirit with me, because we have each another. But when you go out there, when, like, you know, anybody go out there and have any type of like people and have intimate affairs with like others, and you know, you're picking up that type of spirit, you're going to pick up different spirits, you know what I mean? And later on it affects the person, you know what I mean? Individual. It affects the person badly.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Because let's just say, like you had your relationship, right, with your wife, with the first wife, with Annie,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then after that, you had other people, other women, like you know, as you say.
Yeah.
So when you shared your intimacy with them, their spirit is with you. Like it's a spiritual thing, right?
That's it.
Because that's what it is. Like when you share your body, it's not just intimacy or a good time or something like that. It's more like like a spirit. You're sharing everything with them.
Yeah.
Then what happens if you had to like share a spirit with somebody or share your time with somebody that is already involved with somebody else? Because then now it's like more spirits involved.
Yeah, definitely. That's why it's nice to, you know, when you get married or you have a relationship, boyfriend, and, you know, keep to one person. Yeah, keep to one, like one spirit. Don't go for different spirits. That's what I'm trying to say, babe.
That's something so deep, and I
Yes,
hope
my
you understand this, you know, because the demons that you pick up along the way are from different spirits. Now let's take, for instance, if you had to sleep with a prostitute, for instance, it's not easy being a prostitute, and I don't judge prostitutes. I actually feel very sorry for them because they don't know better. But then they have to do it. They have to make a living, you know.
Sure.
Doesn't mean they're not decent because you're a prostitute. You're not, you know, I'm not decent. No, but what they don't realize is that they could be sleeping with a monster, and next they'll come and sleep with an innocent person, and then that spirit is also coming in like back and forth, and then it's like this demon that is in you, growing in you, you know, like through your cells, through your veins. I don't know, am I making sense?
Yeah, you do, because you know, and then you want more of it, and you want to go out and and get involved with more spirits and it's hectic,
So, did you ever have you ever been with a prostitute?
Not, not really prostitute. I wouldn't call it.
Hold it,
Yeah.
hold it.
Okay,
Let's save that
okay.
for tomorrow.
I think so.
All right. So catch us tomorrow on episode 4. Thank you for watching. I love you.
Love you too.